And now let's give a nice Stellos Stadium welcome to the visiting team, the Nashua South Purple Panthers. The Panthers are coached by Scott Knight and enter tonight's game at 0-3.
All right, are we on the air yet? Okay, I'll get ready to cue the guys.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stellos Stadium. We're in the press box minutes away from Friday night football, the Battle of the Bridge, South versus North. John Collins, Tom King. It's festive atmosphere tonight, Tom.
Well, it's been a festive week. There's been a lot going on, but this is the main event, right? This is the game that everybody waits for all year long. Players love it. Coaches hate it.
Why?
Yeah, because they're afraid of the emotions involved that get them away from their game, you know? I mean, coaches don't like rivalry games, John. Where you been? They don't enjoy them. You know?
Okay.
I think Scott Knight enjoys it more than maybe Chad Zabolis does. And I think that's the thing. And also, Chad Zabolis knows his team beat South 47-0 last year. So that's automatically a motivating tool. Forget the rivalry. You just want to beat a team to beat you like that.
Well, it's good to see Scott get some enjoyment out of this young season because it's been a tough go first 3 games, right?
Yeah, they're 0-3. They're 0-2 in the league. But, you know, the future isn't now for this South team. It is next year and the year after because this is a freshman-sophomore team. I mean, they missed a class. There is a class that did not come out for football probably due to COVID reasons when they came in, right?
Yeah.
So that class said, nope, we're not playing, you know. And so they have very few seniors, few juniors, but a ton of sophomores. I mean, and a lot of guys, John, that got time last year as freshmen, which is unheard of for a South team, as North comes on the field. And let's see, are we going to have our national anthem?
People are starting to stand at attention. How about the numbers, the roster number? I'm just looking across the way at South over there. It doesn't look like a ton of kids.
Numbers are down. There's no doubt about it.
Is that a football thing or just a cyclical thing?
You know,
for
it's
South?
a sports thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sports thing. I really do think it's a sports thing.
Right, yeah.
So they're going to go out, I think, and do the coin toss first. I'm not sure.
Well, Luke Peters just had a game of his life, didn't he, last week?
Well,
you think he can do it again?
Since we saw North, a few things have changed. We saw them on opening night when they picked up a win over Merrimack. At that time, they were rotating quarterbacks. Well, now John Canaway is basically going to be the guy who's going to be the quarterback for the foreseeable future. They may mix in Gavin Flynn. Gavin Flynn now blocks a lot in the backfield. He's very good on power moves, power runs, and he's their lead blocker from time to time. So that's his role now. And, of course, if anything happens to Canaway, Flynn will be right back in there because he's a good runner. So they like to have him in the backfield. But one guy they don't have in the backfield anymore is Darius Smith because they had to move him to the line.
There he is,
yeah,
number 51 there on the right.
He was 21 when we last did North. So they have moved him down to the line because they had some injuries on the offensive line. Both teams, John, are looking to try to establish some type of running game. And they haven't really had a lot of success doing it this year.
We'll see what tonight brings. Of course, South looking for their first win of the season. North with the 2 wins. Took a kind of a harsh beating at Exeter. It wasn't that much of a surprise. How about them going to Lowell, South?
Well,
right?
South went down to Lowell in a non-league game.
Is that new? Or is
No,
that
well,
continue?
they've played them in the past, but they don't play them every year. But there's that open week. You have an open week. You can play anybody. And you can schedule people. And so that's
good
what
experience, I guess.
Good experience for South.
Look at this enthusiasm from both teams.
Unfortunately, North's open week was Exeter. You have to play if you finish the conference. You got to play. Yeah, you got to play the top teams. It's almost like one of those NFL type schedules. So I mean, look, they always say throw the records out the window, but 4th week of the year, the records don't mean a lot yet. But I'll tell you what, South would start 0-3 in the league if they lose this game.
Yeah.
North, they could go to 3-1. That's not a bad start for them. You know, with basically all the players they lost to graduation. So
Hoping for that Bedford rematch, right? Later in the fall?
That's next week.
Oh, it's next
It's
week.
next week. So they go right from the front. I mean, they had Bishop Girton last week. They had South now, and they have Bedford a week later. So
let's
it's
hope both teams come out of this healthy.
It's a tough schedule. That's the one thing. You know, that coaches worry about that too with these rivalry games because every hit's a little harder, right?
Oh, yeah.
Every hit's a little harder, a little extra.
Yeah.
You know, players try to do an awful lot, you know. But I'll tell you what, Luke Peters did come of age last Saturday night in a spectacular game. I mean, I haven't seen too many close football games this year, but that was one where seesaw, the lead changed hands 5 times, and Luke Peters with a big interception. He did it on offense with a long TD reception. He did it on defense with the game-ending interception, and he did it on special teams with a long kickoff to set up a score. That's not a bad night for a junior who, you know, has been waiting in the wings while his brother was dominating the headlines. Yeah. Jack's now a lacrosse player at University of Massachusetts Amherst, and Luke is here for a couple of years.
Well, that was a tough game for Luke Peters to top from last week, and for Nashua ETV to top as well. The excitement right down to the wire. We hope we get the same thing tonight. On paper, it looks like a North win, but that's why they play the games.
And the question is, who will be the hero for tonight's game, you know? So, and now we have our national anthem.
Nice job by the band.
And there are 2 bands here tonight. Yep. Nashua South's band is here as well, so that probably means a longer halftime with a 2-band half. And as the teams now, I think they have to do the coin toss, right, John? They haven't done that yet, I don't believe. So they're going to go out and do that once everybody clears the field.
Well, they did have the captains go to the middle. Maybe they got
maybe they did do the coin toss. All right, I didn't see who indicated. So I will go downstairs, John Collins, and I will be back up probably by the middle of the second quarter.
Thanks for setting the stage, Tom King, and we look forward to you hurrying back here for North-South football here at Stellos. It's been a beautiful late summer, early fall day on a Friday, September 22nd, with a lot of sunshine. The highs in the 60s. Supposed to dip down into the upper 40s tonight, but probably well after this one ends. It's just a perfect night for Friday night football for these kids as South will trot their sophomore and junior-laden team out onto the field wearing their all whites with the purple trim. And North on your screen right now will be to the right, receiving this kickoff from South. And the Titans in their blue jerseys and white pants. So we will be able to see the Titans, it appears, on offense first and get a look at their quarterback, John Canaway. They have a dual quarterback system, as Tom was explaining, with Canaway calling most of the signals and Gavin Flynn as kind of a Taysom Hill power runner type of quarterback, teaming up in the backfield for the Titans at 2-1 so far on the season. 2-0 in the league. That's an end-over-end kick. It's fielded on the run at the 20 by Luke Peters. Peters down the right far sideline with a tackle out of bounds at the 35 or so. It'll be 1st and 10, marked at the 33-yard line of the Titans to begin the ball game. Got the great team on hand for Nashua ETV tonight here on Channel 22. Dylan Smith and Frank Wallen on cameras. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson, at the controls. He's got a remote control, 1 or 2 cameras. And next to me, Bruce Hillsmeyer on audio. John Collins along with Tom King. You'll be hearing Jason Roby, our friend and the public address announcer once again tonight for North-South football. A little bit of a delay before the first play from scrimmage. Not quite sure what they're trying to square away here. You see the officials standing over the ball. Won't let anybody play with it until whatever gets squared away. 12-minute quarters. We've played 4 seconds. Tonight, of course, the Lecius Trophy is awarded to the winner of this Battle of the Bridge game. The broadcasting legend himself is in the booth and getting ready to award the trophy at the conclusion of this one. It'll be a hard-fought rivalry game, no doubt. It starts with a pass, a swing pass to the left. Jonathan Torres goes forward for a handful, and it'll be second down and about 6 yards to go. Call it a 4-yard gain off the first play from scrimmage as Canaway hits Torres in the flat. Going to the air immediately. 2nd and 6, ball just over the 40. I'd make that the 37-yard line of the Titans. Straight drop, Canaway. It's a bubble screen there to the left and not much room to run after the catch by Joshua Bozek. Tackle made on the play by Bruno Gonsalves, sophomore defender, number 44 for the Panthers. Read the play beautifully, and a gain of only about 2 on the play. So a couple of pass plays to begin the game by John Canaway and the Titans offense. And they may have to go to the air 3 in a row to convert this first down. The running back standing next to Canaway in the backfield is Steven Rosario. 2 receivers split to the left and right. Canaway straight drop, throws it. It's in the hands and out of the hands of Luke Peters. Peters appeared to be turning up the field before he really had secured the ball. It was a well-thrown pass by John Canaway, and it very well could have been a 62-yard touchdown pass to begin the ball game, but instead it goes as an incompletion. As you can see just how close it was right there. Luke Peters pounding the turf in frustration after the ball just slipped off of his hands as he had his defender beaten on the play. Got a little bit too excited about, there it goes off the hands of the up man. That might have been a fake, as it was the up man going for the ball, Gavin Flynn, that deflected it. Usually that guy will just let it go back to the punter and not touch it. And it turns into a big break for the Panthers. Look at this field position to begin the game on offense on the flubbed punt by the Titans. So the game's first glaring mistake there puts the Titans on their heels on defense. South with an opportunity to score first in this Battle of the Bridge football rivalry game. Straight up the middle and not too much there. Tackle made by John Barry Jr. Sam Levine, the running back, sophomore running back, got the handoff. Up the middle, crashes forward. And again, it's number 9, Samuel Levine with the carry. So 2 straight running plays for the Panthers. And they do gain a lot of ground. They have the ball at 3rd and 1 now. Let's see if they go right back to Levine for the trifecta on handoffs. And there's somebody on the north line that jumped. And will it be neutral zone infraction and maybe an automatic first down? It will be against the Titans, and that'll move it forward for 5 yards. Automatic first down. So a couple of mistakes here early in this one by the Titans. Special teams and defense sets up the Panthers 1st and goal from the 9. Wrapped up in the backfield and wrestled down. What a play by Darius Smith. Darius Smith blew that play up. And a great one for the Titans as it puts the Panthers now back on their heels. It's still goal to go, but now from the 13-yard line here on second down. All running plays so far for the Panthers, but they give an empty backfield at first throw. And avoids the first sacker and not able to avoid the second and third. As, again, a play in the backfield by Darius Smith. It had a whole host of tacklers putting pressure on the quarterback, and it sets up a 3rd and 20 now from the 20-yard line. They need to get into the end zone. Screen left and immediately hit and downed at about the 15. That play basically went nowhere. Oh, it's a gain of 5, but they needed 20. And let's see what the Panthers elect to do here. They're probably not going to try the field goal. Watching a lot of NFL games, of course, it'll be an automatic kick here, but high school level, it's a different story. There's a lob pass to the right corner of the end zone. It's a jump ball intercepted by the Titans. They come out of the end zone and inbounds. Is it a live play? No. They're going to whistle it dead. They're going to say he was out of bounds at the 1 or 2. So that was good defending by Darius Cisse, but Cisse might have been better off just to bat that ball down. It would have been a turnover on downs. They're talking about whether he was tackled in the end zone and forward progress, or let's see what they might have been an early whistle on that. I didn't really see him step out of bounds on the play. And they're talking to the Titans right now about why the whistle was blown. You can see the referee explaining it to the head coach, Chad Zabolis, and they are apparently going to put the ball at the 20 as a touchback. The whistle may have been blown before the defender, Darius Cisse, who made that interception, the freshman, clawed his way out of the end zone and was thinking about returning it 100 yards, but instead it was already whistled dead. So the Titans dodge a bullet there. They had an offside call that gave South a 1st and goal from the 9 and were able to stave off the offense and keep it scoreless. And end around run, Jonathan Torres is tackled, but not before a healthy first down gain of about 5 yards. Make it 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4, a 6-yard gain for Jonathan Torres, coming around behind the quarterback to get the handoff for the end around play. 8:20 to go, first quarter. We're scoreless. It's a keeper. Canaway is hit as he comes through the line, but he has the first down out around the 33-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Good misdirection. The fake handoff fooled a lot of the South defenders and helped open up an even greater seam for the Titans quarterback to run through on that play. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Their second possession of the opening quarter. Wrestled down, number 44, showing his strength on that play, was Bruno Gonsalves, a sophomore. Once he got his hands on the ball carrier, he just ripped him to the turf. Keep an eye on number 44 at linebacker for the Panthers. He looks to be a good one. In the shotgun is Canaway. It's 2nd down and 10. No gain on that play. Canaway has thrown several times already tonight, including that near touchdown pass to Peters on 3rd down in the last series. Steps back, plenty of time, hits his receiver over the middle, cutting back and tackled well beyond midfield as he hit number 41, Adrian Lazo, on a slant in. Well thrown, well caught, just above the helmet on the run. And Lazo able to make some yards after the catch, takes it to the Panthers' 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Titans moving the chains rapidly on their second possession here. Faking the handoff, the running back was on the other side, then he threw it to Jonathan Torres. Interesting there, the running back who came through went on the wrong side of the quarterback, but then Torres was still standing there, fairly open. Got 3 yards, 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Ball at, the Titans. Ball placed right at the south 40-yard line. Just under 7 minutes to go. First quarter, so we're 5 minutes in. Each team's had a possession. North trying to make hay here on their second touch of the ball. Keeper Canaway up the middle, bangs off a few defenders, wrestled down after a very short gain on the play of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 3. See if they go back to the air. And they looking to the sidelines now, getting the calls from Chad Cibolas and his coaching staff. What do they want to do here on 3rd and 3? 2 down territory for the Titans. 2 receivers split left and 1 to the right. They're going to hand it off up the middle. And Peters loses the football. It's on the turf. It's anybody's ball. The Panthers are saying they have it. The officials indicate they do. A second turnover. A couple of the other turnovers by the Titans came on 4th down on the punt that was flubbed and gave South terrific field position. On the interception, they could have just batted it down and turned it over on downs. But this is one of your more traditional turnovers, a fumble by Luke Peters as he tried to make those 3 yards. Not able to secure the football, and the Panthers' front line defenders pounced on it. 1st and 10 for South, their second touch tonight. And just moving the pile backwards on the hit, Steven Rosario, great defense up front. Coming up from his linebacker position, Rosario read that perfectly and drove the ball carrier to the turf. He had some help from his defensive line as well, including Darius Smith up there. There's a keeper, and Cody Jackson, the sophomore quarterback for the Panthers, has nowhere to run. So quickly into 3rd and long after 2 running plays go nowhere. It's 3rd and the better part of 11 here for the Panthers on their second possession, still looking for their first down. Going to his right and throwing on the run. It is complete. Spin move. First down, still in bounds. What a play by Joshua Tripp. Big gainer by the Panthers down the near sideline as Cody Jackson finds Joshua Tripp, and it is the first down of the game for the Panthers. A clutch play on 3rd and 11. Ball was nearly batted down and or picked, and spinning after the catch, Tripp still needed to go a ways to get that first down, and he did, and more. Wrestled to the ground is ball carrier Gus Smiley by Rosario. He's playing very well here early. Looking to the sideline and to Coach Scott Knight and his coaching staff to get the play call is Cody Jackson. It's shotgun. 3-step drop, escapes the sack to his right, throws on the run, and it is complete again to Tripp on the near sideline again. It'll be spotted. He's pushed out of bounds right after the catch as a gain of, about 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. So instead of 3rd and 11, it's 3rd and 3 here for the Panthers, who are now in North territory, 2 down territory for South as they seek to score first in this game. As you can see, 4-13 and counting down in the first quarter. Pretty evenly played game so far, thanks to some mistakes, some glaring mistakes by the Titans to keep it scoreless. There's a running play that is close to a first down, but not there. So it's going to bring up our first 4th down play of the, second 4th down play. There's a handoff and trying to get outside. He can't. That is a turnover on downs. The big tackle by Jonathan Torres. As good as a turnover right there as he came up from his defensive back slot, read the play, and made the ankle tackle to cut down the ball carrier. Samuel Levine well short of the line to gain. 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 31-yard line, near hash mark. The game's being primarily played in this stretch of the field here from about the south 40 toward the north goal line. North trying to go the distance this time. Torres, who just had that nice defensive play, gets the first handoff of this third possession for the Titans. And he gains a big chunk on 1st down. Call it 7, 2nd and 3. Handoff again. Torres looking for an opening. Jukes one tackler, just gets back to the line of scrimmage before it turns into a rugby scrum. A flag flies. That play kind of got extended and probably got a little chippy in the middle. We couldn't see exactly the reason for it, but certainly could see that flag come up. Like a Pop-Tart late. And then see there's a gesticulation there by one of the officials to the referee about what happened. Aiding the runner is the call. Pushing on his back. And that's illegal in high school football here at Stellos tonight. So that's flagged, and that's going to be how many yards? I don't think it amounts to a personal foul, so it's probably, I'm going to guess 10. We'll see when he marks it off, but it's going to be 2nd down and very long here, unless it's a loss of down as well. That is a rare call that we don't see very often. And certainly I'm seeing that a lot at the NFL level, where the offensive linemen just get on the back sometimes of the quarterbacks and running backs and just drive them forward for an extra 5 or 10. So consulting on both sidelines. Our head official tonight's been busy early, and they will mark off 5. 5-yard penalty, so not the end of the world here on this drive for the Titans, as they'll be faced now with 2nd and 7. Ball spotted at the 34. They need to get to about the 42. Handoff. And tackled after maybe a 1-yard gain. Ball was out, and will they say he was down or not? They appear to have marked him down, so the ground may have caused that fumble at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 6. John Canaway, the quarterback for the Titans, in the shotgun. As Steven Rosario standing next to him. Straight drop. Screen pass, Rosario wrapped up and taken down. What a play again by Bruno Gonçalves. Bruno Gonçalves at linebacker has been a force, reading plays and making solid tackles. And he's the reason for this 4th and 5 play coming up here. 4th and about 6. And we're going to see the, we still haven't seen the game's first punt. The Titans lined up to punt last time, and it looked like they had a fake in place because the up man touched it and caused it to be a fumbled snap. Never did get back to the punter. Let's see what happens on this play. Looks like the Titans are legitimately looking to punt here and relieve the pressure on field position. They get it away. And it is a high and deep punt. Great bounce. And it's going to go all the way down inside the 10. What a punt. That was number 50. What is that on the punter there? Darius Smith. What a punt by Darius Smith. Ball was on the 36-yard line of the Titans, and it ends up at the 10-yard line of the Panthers. So that's 40 plus 14. That is a 54-yard punt by Darius Smith to flip the field. First and 10 for the Panthers, deep in their own end. They had some great field position earlier, but not the case here. Receivers 3 of them split wide to the right. Let's see if he goes that way. No, handoff up the middle and swallowed up immediately near the line of scrimmage was the ball carrier number 9, once again, Samuel Levine. And again in on the tackle was Darius Smith, doing it all so far early here, including punting. Darius Smith. And we have maybe a cramp pair of players down near side. That is Joshua Tripp, who has 2 catches already tonight. South certainly needs him. Hopefully it is just a cramp and nothing serious as he's down on the near sideline. Good look at the Titans cheerleaders near side. John Collins along with Tom King. Camera crew, Dylan Smith, Frank Wallen, Bruce Hillsmeyer on audio, and Pete Johnson manning the controls, our executive producer here tonight, live on Channel 22. Being helped off now is Peters. And doesn't look great for him to come back. We'll have to wait and see. Kind of walking gingerly. Doesn't look like a cramp situation, but who knows? Hopefully he'll be back. A key player for the Panthers. And it had been quarterback Cody Jackson's go-to guy till now. He might have to find another receiver. Jackson keeps it, and he's swallowed up by a trio of North tacklers, including numbers 59 and 51. Josiah Corfield was in there with Darius Smith, and not much happening on the running game for the Panthers. 3rd down and 7. They were able to wriggle out of this with a pass to Joshua Tripp last time. He's been replaced near sideline. Let's see if they go this way again. No, they're going to go left. The ball's on the ground. They threw it right away, I guess. And Darius Smith in the backfield blowing that up. Pass intended, I guess, for Sam Levine in the backfield. Flag went down immediately. That would have probably nullified whatever happened there. Wait for the call. Our officiating crew's been busy early in this one. Intentional grounding. Seemed like he had a running back standing right there. Huh. But he's in the pocket. So give credit to that one to Darius Smith. Again in the backfield, but some of the football experts up here in the booth don't agree with that intentional grounding call when you had the running back almost getting hit in the back of his heel with that ball. Very kind of a strange call, intentional grounding. That backs up the Panthers literally up against their own end zone, and in the end zone, standing for this 4th down. That's going to be a punt. Samuel Levine, the sophomore, will do the punting for the Panthers with his heels up against the back of the end zone. Gets it away. A low wobbler, fielded on the fly by John Barry Jr. Jr. up the right sideline and to the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Panthers 20. Tackle made by Caden Doubleday. Another one of those many sophomores on the Panthers roster. Stops what would have been a very fast run back for a touchdown there by John Barry Jr. He had certainly seemed determined enough to sprint back the other way. Just had a couple of defenders to beat, but good tackle brings him down. Nevertheless, best field position of the night for the Titans. 1st and 10 at their opponent's 20 in a scoreless game. Handoff and tackle near the line of scrimmage, stumbling to the turf. And again, Gonzalez blows it up, took on the blocker, got in the backfield and tripped up the ball carrier. Number 44 has been a force for the Panthers early. Darius Smith on defense for the Titans, and Bruno Gonzalez for the Panthers. And that concludes the end of a defensive clinic here in the first quarter. 0-0 is the score in the Battle of the Bridge rivalry game here at Stellos. Very pleasant Friday evening on the banks of the Nashua River. Nashua North and South playing their football in New Hampshire Boys Division I West. Bedford is the power of this West Division so far. They beat Girton 40-3. Those 3 points are the only points that Bedford has given up all season. They beat BG 40-3, then they shut out South 21-0, and then they shut out Keene 35-0. They're playing at Goffstown tonight. Goffstown struggling. That should be another win for Bedford. So when they take on Nashua North in Bedford on September 29th, look for the Bulldogs to be undefeated taking on this Titans team. That'll be a tall task for the Titans. BG is 1-2. They won their game at Scarborough, Maine in week 2, playing out of state, as South did against Lowell. Keene is 1-2, Merrimack 1-2, and North 2-1 in second place in the West Division. Pass by Canaway, and it's at the feet of Peters, incomplete. Seemed to be a well-designed play as Peters did a square in around the 5, but not able to connect. And that'll bring up third down. So the Titans certainly don't want to squander this fantastic field position, but in danger of doing so unless they can come up with some clutch third or fourth down plays here in a scoreless game. First minute of the second quarter. Looking back over his shoulder is Gavin Flynn. Make that Canaway, sorry. Handoff to Steven Rosario. Not much there. It's going to be up 4th and long. I don't know if they saw some weakness in the South running defense, but they weren't able to find it there on third down, not even with the element of surprise. You would think they'd be passing on 3rd and 9, but they went with the run, and now it's 4th and 9 for the Titans. John Canaway, shotgun. Rolling to his right, looking to pass, pressure, and the defender had a big hand on him. Great rush by number 50 for the Panthers. That was Jack Krulikowski, a junior defensive tackle, and it's a turnover on downs. A defense-dominated game here, this Battle of the Bridge contest into the second quarter, and neither offense able to solve the defense on the other side. Seeing some great pass rushes and run stops. Here you saw number 50, Jack Krulikowski, just get in the grill of Canaway as he was rolling out. He had a big handful of his jersey as he tried to make that throw. Good running play up the right side by the Panthers on their first down carry. That's Levine again, number 9, and he got a huge chunk. It's going to be second down and about 2. 7.5 maybe on the pickup by Levine. Let's see if they go back to him. South has been doubling up on run plays, and somebody on North jumped. I don't know if he was drawn off. See that finger pointing you usually see on calls like that, and North is backing up. This is going to be a first down for the Panthers. 5-yard penalty on 2nd and 3, and there you go. Moving the chains as one of the Titans' frontline defenders jumped offside. So the Panthers, who are winless so far in the season, only scored 8 points in their last 2 games, trying to score first here. We got a long way to go, though. And there's a run up the middle by Kyle Emmons. Expect him to get a lot of touches at some point tonight, according to our own Tom King, who's been watching, of course, the Panthers and the Titans and Bishop Girton closely since the seasons began for all 3 teams. He says that Emmons is a multi-touch guy. And there's Canaway with the keeper. He gets tackled forward close to a first down. He's going to be spotted at the 40. It'll be bringing up a 3rd and 1. Jackson with the keeper, not Canaway, excuse me. They both got the number 7 at quarterback tonight. 7 for the Titans is Canaway. 7 for the Panthers is Cody Jackson. So you got JC and CJ. There's a flag that flies high right at the point of the tackle. Let's see what the call is here. Might be a face mask. You would think at the timing of the call. Our official getting it from is going to be a face mask call against the Titans. Yes. And it could be a 15-yarder the way the Titans are moving back. Huge play, huge call. This will take the Panthers across midfield. And apparently it's in one of the egregious face masks as the ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line of the Titans. So the Panthers showing an ability to move the ball not only by their own volition, but also by the multitude of mistakes the Titans have made so far. They're definitely trailing in the penalty yardage category. And a big break here for the Panthers on this drive. 1st and 10 in Titan territory. Handoff to Emmons. He's tackled just a yard beyond the line of scrimmage. Submarining that one, a host of Titans tacklers, including Gavin Atkinson. It looked like John Barry Jr. got in there too from his safety position, reading the first down running play. South a little bit predictable with those first down runs, but they've had some success doing it too. Handoff, breaking it outside, cutting it up the sideline, and willing his way to the marker was Levine. He took down the first down marker with him. Let's see where the spot is. He could have picked up the first down if they just spotted on the other side of that spike. No, it's going to be 3rd and 1. Driven out of bounds, just short of the line to gain. Certainly 2-down territory for the Panthers, though, here. 8:58 to go, first half. We're in the second quarter in a defensively dominated game. Looking to the sidelines, Cody Jackson, sophomore quarterback. He's played well here so far tonight against a tough defense. Hands the ball off up the middle and dropped in the backfield just about. Maybe at the line of scrimmage was Levine. And there you see making the tackle, Jonathan Torres, number 2. And Tyler Madera, number 55, blew that play up as well from his nose tackle position. Nice play by Madera. 4th and short. 4th and a yard. Can the Panthers get it? No! Drilled in the backfield. Number 59 read the play. Josiah Corfield. Another outstanding defensive read and play. And 1 yard might as well have been a mile on that one for the Panthers. They were certainly nowhere close to opening up a hole and making the yard to gain to get the first down and keep the drive alive. So another turnover on downs. It's got to be about 5 or 6 tonight. Canaway's going to hand it off to Torres, who's just in on that tackle, goes the length of the field, 52 yards across, and he got maybe a first down going up the sideline. So a quality first down play. It's going to be a gain of 8. A gain of 9. Gain of 9 on that first down play by Torres. That's worked a couple of times now for the Titans, the end around. Luke Peters with the handoff going the other way. Has a blocker. Panthers stringing it out. Peters turns it upfield and gets the first down far sideline. Good stretch with the ball on the end of that run to pick up the first down just over the 45-yard line where they should they're going to mark it short. What happened? He must have stepped out of bounds. Excuse me. The end of that play looked like Peters might have planted his foot inbounds and dove forward, but apparently he stepped out at the point where he planted the foot. And it's going to bring up 3rd and short, so no guarantee yet of this first down here for the Titans. See if they go back on the ground. Keeper, Canaway, dodges a tackler, has got the first down. He bangs his way forward for a gain of about 4 or 5 before he's driven backward, but plenty of forward progress to move the chains. And again, tackle made by Bruno Gonzalez. They had a couple of blockers come right after him to make that first down. Kept Gonzalez out of the backfield for a change, so he couldn't blow up the play. And Canaway did a nice job of finding a seam. 1st and 10 for the Titans, ball at their own 49-yard line. Straight drop, looking to pass. He is wrapped up and sacked. What a play. Number 62 for the Titans. Or is it 52? It's 62 for the Panthers. Made the play. That's Caden Doubleday. He's had a couple of nice defensive plays in this one. And he broke past his blocker and just gave Canaway no time. Wrapped him up, brought him down. Huge loss on the play as it'll be marked at the 40-yard line. So a loss of about 10 yards, sack by Doubleday. 2nd down and 21. Rolling to his right, completes the pass, turning upfield. Rosario knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That was a good play, though. Gonzalez got all the way over there to make that tackle, pushing the running back, the swing pass receiver, Steven Rosario, out of bounds. Very successful, though, 2nd down play for the Titans, as now it's 3rd and short. They went from 2nd and 21 to 3rd and 2. Great play call at the right time by Coach Shad Sabolis and his staff. Well executed by the Titans offense. Near hash mark, quick pass to Peters in the flat. He has a blocker, makes his way past the first down marker. The Titans, who are faced with 2nd and 21, convert 2 downs later and move the chains further into Panthers territory here in this scoreless battle of the bridge game. Big play, 2 of them in a row for the Titans. Near side and far side, throwing the football. There's Peters, who's their version of McCaffrey of the 49ers. Luke Peters. Hard run after the catch to make the first down. Straight drop by Canaway is going to go over the right side. Picked off on the run. A miscommunication between passer and receiver, and it would turn into an easy pick for Diego Cabrera, who was playing perfectly in his zone, had his eyes on the quarterback, and the ball just floated right to him as if he was the intended receiver. He did not miss the catch. He returns it to the Panthers' 37-yard line, make it 39-yard line. 1st and 10, and just another huge mistake by the Titans, who have been shooting themselves in the foot throughout the first half in all kinds of ways. Penalties and miscues, fumbled snaps. There's a carry by Emmons, far sideline. He gets driven out of bounds, but a good gain on first down for the Panthers. They have run just about every first down, but they've mixed up the types of runs. That was a new one there, to pitch it to Emmons, far sideline, and he made a good 4 yards on first down. So it's 2nd down and 6 for South. Back in the shotgun goes Cody Jackson. South's got to be very encouraged, staying even here with the Titans, who have had the more threatening drives, more threatening touches on offense. Panthers could steal away to the locker room with the lead here at halftime. They can come up with something on this drive. Jackson's flushed. He throws it. It's a contested pass, and a flag flies. I don't know if they're going to call pass interference there on Adrian Lazo, who was in coverage. There's going to be a discussion with the official. We've seen some big calls impact this game in big ways so far. This could be another one, depending on who's against. Pass interference against the defense. They're going to say that Lazo made contact too early on coverage there. Turned into a contested pass. He looked like he was playing the ball. but the official who was behind Lazo on the far sideline saw it differently. He wants to discuss it, like why was that called pass interference, but no discussion. It is another Panthers first down. Officials certainly have been active with the flags here tonight. Seen a few calls that we've heard some questions about, including that pass interference call and intentional grounding earlier. Here's a keeper. And up the middle for a short gain goes Cody Jackson. Tackled just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The Titans' defensive line has not been very porous. If you run right at them, we haven't seen anybody sprint through the middle and go for big yards. It's been more like that, 3 or 4 if you're lucky, if you're the Panthers' offense. They have made some hay on the edges. In motion, fakes to that man, hands it off to Levine, and Levine is tackled after maybe a 1-yard gain. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 or 7. Panthers may be forced to throw here. They lost their go-to number 1 receiver in the first quarter. Joshua Tripp, who had some nice catches earlier, is not in the ball game any longer. Hopefully he's not hurt too badly and maybe can return later, but he kind of walked off the field gingerly after going down near sideline in the first quarter. Timeout is called by the Panthers. They want to talk it over here on 3rd down and 6, 2-down territory, but it's been really difficult going for both offenses, especially the Panthers, when they've had to convert on 3rd and long. They were only able to do it once with the aforementioned Joshua Tripp, who was able to catch a pass. Kind of was not an easy catch either, and he turned it into a great run after the catch for the first down. He's not in the game anymore, and Cody Jackson, sophomore quarterback, is going to have to link up with somebody else through the air if he's going to convert on this one. Pretty tight game here at Stellos Stadium here on a beautiful Friday night. Early fall, late summer. Temperature expected to get down into the 40s later on. At the end of this one, the Lecius Trophy will be awarded to the winner of this Battle of the Bridge football game in the fine tradition that continues here. Of course, that was for many, many years awarded at Thanksgiving, but rivalry game, not what it was. COVID didn't help. There's a pass completed and a flag comes flying from way back. The umpire on the far left of our screen throwing that flag. I think that was one of the longest passes of the game. That flag was about 20, 30 yards in the air. Let's see what it is. I've seen a lot of these officials having conferences with our head ref there in the white cap, who has delivered some very heavy news in this game. Usually it's something that alters the drive significantly, and this is no different. A personal foul, face mask against the Titans. That's their second of the first half, a second huge penalty. You get the feeling the Panthers would be unable to get a first down against this stout Titans defense the other way, passing or running it, but they've been getting a bunch of them here via penalties. And there's another one. So the Titans appear to have called timeout. North with the timeout. 4:50 to go. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Titans' 24-yard line when we resume. I think if either team had a really strong kicking game, we could have at least a 9-9 contest at this point, but most times, or all the time, they're going for it on 4th down deep and getting stymied by these defenses. Or maybe 9-6 or mix in a missed kick maybe. Sure, they expected to convert on each of those fourth downs, but didn't happen. We've had an interception in the game, a couple fumbles, bunch of personal foul and other penalties. And here we are with 4:50 to go in a scoreless first half so far. Panthers on offense, 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line of the Titans. Will they run? Will they throw? They've run primarily on first down. It would be a surprise if they go to the air, and they do. A straight drop, he's flushed out, runs to his right and out of bounds for a loss on the play. So great pursuit of quarterback Cody Jackson by Gavin Atkinson of the Titans. Probably could get credited with a sack right there, as it was a situation where Jackson was looking to throw the entire time and couldn't find anybody open, so he just took out of bounds for a 3-yard loss. And it's going to be 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13 for the Panthers, who may be forced to go back to the air. Titans have a good pass rush and good coverage, and they're going to run it. Levine back to the original line of scrimmage. On first down, he gets it over the marker, but it's going to be 3rd and 9 at least. Not much there. Kulikowski gets credited with the tackle, Jack Kulikowski. The defenses are going to have some great video after this first half, with the exception of those penalties. Some huge tackles made by defenders on each team. Cody Jackson fakes the handoff, looking over the middle, and it's complete, and to the end zone, touchdown! What a play, Kyle Emmons from Cody Jackson for the game's first score. Nice fake handoff, found his receiver, and just perfectly executed through the air for the Panthers for the touchdown. How about that? They're going to go for 2 near hash mark. Looks sort of like a funky trick play setup. Emmons got a step on the defender. Nice hands catch and took it in. Emmons is in motion. He's going to get the fake handoff. They throw in the middle. Touchdown. That thoroughly confused the defense. A trick play, 2-point conversion. Mason Joshi, the senior, receives it, and we have an 8-0 Panthers lead. So in a first half that was largely dominated as far as field position and defensive stops by the Titans, the Panthers score first, putting up 8 points here with just over 4 minutes left in the first half. Nicest looking pass play of the game for the Panthers. Actually, that 2-point conversion was something that I don't think I've seen anything like that before. You had the quarterback standing by himself in the middle of the field and had the rest of the offensive line like off to the left. And the Titans defenders just didn't know who to cover at that point. Joshi's standing there all by himself for the 2-point reception. 8-0. Panthers on top as they get set to kick off. The Titans received the ball to begin the game, so the Panthers are due to get the opening kickoff in the second half. That makes this next possession for the Titans much larger. They kind of need a score, or else the Panthers are going to get maybe a couple of chances to score, one before the end of the half and then to start the second. There's an end-over-end kick short. It squibs to the ground. It's got to be picked up. It's a live ball, and the Titans get it. Tackle made by Colvin Levesque, another one of those sophomores for the Panthers, as he tackled Dylan Noble, picking up the live ball. So in a game where South came in 0-3, saw most of their offense look kind of like non-effective for most of the first half, they score first, Tom.
Well, I think they made one good decision during the course of the last possession prior to this one. Gave the ball to Emmons.
Emmons.
Emmons
you
is
said he
the
would
guy.
get multiple touches.
Emmons is the guy.
Yeah, he was
He's
kind
their-
of fresh by the time they started going to him.
He's their best player.
Yeah, and they did lose Joshua Tripp though, so big hit in the backfield.
Right.
And no go for the ball carrier there for the Titans.
Boy, Nashua North cannot get anything on track. And
No. Yeah.
just, two turnovers.
Ever since they missed that would-be touchdown pass to Luke Peters there early,
Yep.
it's kind of the penalties, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've just killed them. Personal fouls, flubbing the punt. I mean, it's just been a
It's been brutal.
Yep, and that's part of the reason why it's an 8-0 Panther lead. And Canaway fires over the middle. It's complete, a tip ball,
Picked
and it's
off
intercepted.
again.
Emmons has it. Emmons looking to run it all the way back. He's got a blocker. Puts his shoulder down. He's inside the 15. Another turnover by the Titans.
Kyle Emmons, he's their best player.
Kyle Emmons getting it done, much as Luke Peters did last week for the
You
Titans.
want your best player to make your best plays, right?
Meanwhile, Tom, that was a well-thrown ball to Adrian Lazo. It was in his hands and out of his hands. And next thing you know, Emmons said, thank you very much, and was off to the races. So number 8 dominating.
What?
8-0 your score
This is, I tell you, this is
as they look to add to it. Handoff is to Levine. He's
Oh,
got
he's
room
got
on the
all the
right
room.
side.
He's
He puts
in.
his shoulder down.
He's in.
It is a touchdown
No doubt
for the
about it.
Titans.
Yep.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And
look-
Kyle Emmons has scored a couple of
I
touchdowns.
just saw it the way they were moving the ball and the possession that the drive stalled. It was still their best possession of the night until they scored the touchdown. And then with the interception.
That was Levine with the touch, wasn't it?
Yes, that was Levine with the touchdown.
Levine with the touchdown.
Yep. But I just saw it. The way they were moving the ball, running the ball. I don't know if they made an adjustment or not, but they were starting to get positive yardage. And they were doing it on the short side of the field.
Well, our first kick for points tonight will come after this touchdown. They got the 2-point conversion, of course, and now they just go back to the traditional point after. Preston Boys with the kick. So it is a 15-0 Panther lead now, and the Panthers fans, the coaches, the players have to be ecstatic.
Oh, they've got to be thrilled. Are you kidding me? A young team like this in a rivalry game to be able to come out and do what they've done? Absolutely fantastic for Nashua South. You got to give them credit.
You do.
But again, it's the experience. Emmons had is one of their better players, and they finally got the ball in his hands consistently, and I think that's a big deal for them. And he makes that big play in the secondary. Their secondary is tough. They've got 3 picks on the night.
Yeah.
Their secondary is very tough.
They're balling.
Yep, no doubt about it.
So it is another kickoff after touchdown for the Panthers, who will get the ball again to begin the second half. So the Titans are in danger here, going way down if they don't do something with this last 3 minutes.
They got 3:05, so 2 scores in a minute's time.
And a minute separated.
Minutes separated, 2 scores.
That's
going to go out of bounds, so they'll have an opportunity.
That'd be a flag.
But the penalties, face masks, those are the killers. 15 yards tacked on to the play. Those are going to really, really hurt.
There was a pass interference call also. That might be questionable, but
that was a tough
also.
one.
That was a big momentum changer again.
Sure was.
Free first downs tonight on a
South's taking advantage of penalties and turnovers. Boy, those are the things.
Yeah.
It's not too hard to analyze what's happened to North in terms of what their offense has done, and sometimes in also their defense. But I'd like to know what South did, what adjustment they made to get that running game going, because they got it going now.
There's a handoff to Torres, end around, picking his way up the middle now as he cuts it back. Gets a nice gain on first down.
And the thing is, John, all right, you're worried now because now you get the idea that North might be afraid to pass the ball.
Get the feeling.
You know?
Yeah.
And they're not going to be able to run. They're not going to. There's no one who really can break long gains on either team. North's not going to be able to do that.
And a quick hitter is wrapped up quickly, tackled after a very short gain there on 2nd and 4. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 1.
That was Torres on the catch.
Torres on the catch. They kind of had bookend slot receivers just turn
team,
around, face the quarterback.
It's a team full of slot receivers.
It is, isn't it?
Luke Peters is 5'6".
So far hash mark, handoff. Up the middle, and just enough for the first down before he's driven back. You'll see the near side official's going to mark it at the 46. That'll be enough to move the chains. That took a minute off the clock to get that first down. 2 minutes remain in the half.
And a player down, so we're going to get a stoppage here, I believe.
That is number 50, Jack Krulikowski, who's a good, hopefully that's a cramp, we'll see. He's hopping off the field.
Well, when Tripp got hurt, they had to take him off the field.
Yeah, they did. It looked kind of like that.
And they brought him to the opposite sideline, because the doctor's over here.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, you're right.
But he did come back out, but he's not back in the game.
Okay.
I don't believe I've seen him in the game since.
I haven't. South able to get that touchdown without him on the field. Rolling to his right, Canaway's pass, wide open Lazo. And he's down at the 40, but a good play on first down to move downfield rapidly with just 2 minutes remaining. And Titans desperately trying to answer back before the first half comes to an end, down 15-0.
1:37 left to play.
Best pass connection in a while there for Canaway. Immediately looks to his left, he hits the receiver, Rosario. Caught it on his hip.
I'm telling you, if he was just a little off on that throw, that was going to be picked off again.
Yeah, that was going to be trouble. Maybe a deflected pass for an interception. His head wasn't fully around.
If that was deflected in any way.
It was 3 Panthers over there.
It could have been 6 for South.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go deep. He's got a man.
Throwing deep in the corner, and it's incomplete. Intended for Lazo.
Yeah, Lazo.
Good coverage by
bounds.
number 1, Samson Akote. Junior defensive back was right with him.
We told you, the South secondary is very good. They experienced. They played a lot last year as freshmen.
Flag
play. Yeah.
Did he
it's
get
on the
hit?
far side of the field, John.
Oh, it is.
It's on the far side, way away from the play. So there must have been some extracurricular activity, holding on the defense maybe.
Official already made the indication. I'm not sure what it was.
They must have picked it up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because we're going 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
And a whistle right before the snap. Timeout by the
timeout South.
South. They want to talk it over here on 3rd and 5. A key play, of course, with 1:02 remaining. Trying to protect that 15-point lead. We'll have both bands at halftime, of course, here on Nashua ETV. A lot of fans tune in for that. Friends and family in the bands. We'll put on a nice display here and a perfect night for football and for halftime shows.
Yeah, it's a cool night.
Yeah.
Cool mid to late September night. But boy, this is a surprise.
It is.
I don't think that I would have said 15-0 South at the halftime or at any point in the game.
Maybe you probably wouldn't even said it into the second quarter, the way things were going. Were the Titans driving at the beginning of the second quarter down here?
They were, but they fumbled it away. They also threw it away. They did, and South had the chances to score early, and that's been the story of the last couple of years for them, is they haven't been able to score. So
big play, 3rd and 5, with 1 minute left in the half. And the throwdown on the run over everybody, incomplete.
So now you got to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that was intended for Josh Bozek, but he really had no chance to get to it. The South defenders might have been closer to where that ball came down.
I mean, for all the mistakes North has made, South's defense has done a pretty good job of stopping them, too.
They have, and having a monster first half for South. Bruno Gonzalez, their sophomore linebacker, among others, but really stood out, number 44 in the white jerseys.
Yeah, he pressured Canaway on one throw that was down here deep around the 30.
Yeah, keep an eye on him here. They might do a
Well, this is
linebacker
big.
blitz.
4th and 5.
Yeah. And no, they don't blitz him. Straight drop, Canaway loading up, he's going to run it, and he is going to be tackled. He reaches.
Short, way short, I think.
Oh, wait a minute. That reach got it to the near side officials right on the stripe.
Where'd the knee go down?
They're going to mark it right on the 30, and I think that's going to be a generous spot.
That is, oh yeah, that's a generous spot is right. He's going to get it.
Yeah, that was a high IQ play by Canaway.
Let's see, they're going to have to measure this. No, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, they're just going to roll the clock. 46 seconds to go. Canaway rolling right after picking up that first down, throws on the run.
Got to get out of bounds.
Peters pushed out of bounds, but a good gain.
Yep.
Economizing on the clock and getting some first down yards.
That was a gutsy play by Canaway because if he doesn't get it, you know.
No, it was inches, Tom. It was a big play because it kept the Titans' chances alive. Another timeout by the Panthers to talk this over. They were so close to coming up with the stop to go into halftime with the
no
shutout.
doubt about it. Very, very close. So now, all right, let's see what you do if you're. I mean, you can't run the ball.
Peters and Lazo, I think you can't run the ball.
No, you can't.
And if you're South, you're keen on stopping those two guys.
I'd get it. I'd also try to get Rosario in the mix.
Rosario, yeah.
Right.
He's coming out of the backfield. You hit him with a pass, maybe get him.
Oh, you don't even need to have him out of the backfield. You know, line everybody up. Let him run.
Yeah. Titans certainly needing a score here as they want to go into halftime with something, knowing that the Panthers are going to receive the opening kickoff in the second half. They line up near side hash. Canaway getting words of advice from the coaching staff before he walks out to his position. He's going to take the shotgun snap, and it is an empty backfield. It's Rosario's to his left, but he's immediately out of the backfield looking for a pass. They throw it incomplete. Oh, it's going to be almost intercepted, and it should have been.
I'll tell you, I don't know, John, what he was looking at. I mean, it's the second time because Rosario also picked off a ball in the middle. Right, early, but that wasn't deflected earlier.
That was number 8.
He was looking for Lazo.
It was Bozak was curling in down there, and he seemed to be behind the defenders, but he threw the ball nowhere near him.
I would have gone to Rosario out of the backfield, let him run. You would have. You probably would have gotten down to the 10.
He came out of the backfield.
He had a step.
Yeah, and he could have spiked the ball.
Depends on how quick the defense got there.
Yeah. Options.
3rd and 9. Now the downs become a factor. 3rd and 1.
And keeping it, Canaway up the middle has a seam. He's going to be tackled inside the 10. It's going to be goal to go with how much time left?
Wow, that's
27 seconds.
Another gutsy play by Canaway because the clock ticks, you know, so North calls timeout.
North using one of their timeouts. Didn't mind staying in the middle of the field. They kind of knew they were going to do that, I think.
This drive began at their own 35.
Biggest play of the drive was Canaway converting that 4th down run by outstretching his arm with the ball as he fell to the turf. Just barely getting that first down at the 30-yard line to keep this train moving.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So game hinging on this play as well. We had a lot of these clutch down situations, 3rd and 4th and long. The defenses have mainly won the day until South started making hay here in the second quarter. The defenses have been coming up big with a lot of pass rushes that have blown up plays. You saw Canaway rolling out before, and he had a throw under duress. I think they probably favor a straight drop with some better pass blocking. than those rollouts.
All right, here we go. First and goal, 9-yard line, 27 seconds left.
The handoff is to Rosario. He plunges over the 5. He's stacked up. It's going to take some time off the clock, though, and a timeout call by the Titans.
That might be the last one.
I think you're right. I think they tried a running play, and now it's going to be in the air, you think?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Well,
unless somebody runs to the sideline,
if
then you
out,
can get tripped up. You can get tripped up.
It's the timeout situation. So if they've got another one left,
I mean, 19 seconds from the 5, you could throw into the end zone 4 times if you wanted, you know,
right.
or run the last one.
Or run.
Yeah. But what you can't really do is get tackled inbounds short of the goal line. That's what you don't want to do.
Well, you can if it's not the last play. I mean,
well, if you do it now.
Say you do it now and he gets dropped down, it's probably about 14 seconds left.
Yeah.
And you've got to call time if they have a timeout left.
They have a timeout left?
Well, the board says.
They do. I don't think we trust the board.
Yeah, I don't trust the board
I think
either.
your instincts were right. I think that might have been their last one.
Yep.
Okay, so goal to go from the 5 now with 19 seconds remaining. Second down play.
Tough real estate down here, John. He's going to throw
Canaway,
it.
2-step drop, looking over the middle, complete, and he is tackled
should be
in the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. They convert.
Looked like Lazo, but I'm not sure. Oh. Don't know if we could see that again, but
might have been Emmons.
No, Emmons is on Nashua South. John.
I'm sorry, yeah, number 8.
I think that was
Bozak?
8. It was I think it was Lazo, wasn't it? Number 8. No, John.
Oh, Bozak.
Yeah, Bozak.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was Bozak because Emmons is on.
8.
Emmons is on Nashua South, and that's a kick that is going to get there. And yes, no good.
No good.
Wow.
So only 6 points for the Titans. Nice pass from John Canaway to Joshua Bozak.
Yep.
7-8. And he was just about on the goal line when he received it, so it wasn't really that risky of a play for the Titans had it gone incomplete. Nicely executed. They do get a touchdown before the close of the first half.
14 plays, 65 yards. Chewed up almost 3 minutes.
And that's one. That's one. If you do have replay, you're going to review that 4th down run by Canaway because his knee. You know, you go down like that. That's sometimes
the rule is if the knee hits before the ball gets stretched out.
Exactly.
That's the thing. So
and you were thinking maybe that's what happened.
That's what happened. I thought the knee went down before he was able to stretch that ball out.
Kind of looked like it, but when they gave that 30-yard line mark, that was the difference.
I would ask for a measurement if I was Seth.
Just talk it over.
Just
maybe?
no, just to yeah. Well, no.
We'll give another official say, you know, I thought I saw his knee down.
Ask for a measurement.
Right.
Ask for the measurement just to make sure, but they didn't. They didn't do that.
Fielded at the 5 by Levine, and he gets up to about the 26. I don't know.
You got 8.7 seconds left. You'd like to probably see them take a knee and go in.
I mean, 15-6.
Too many wrong things
could go bad. Yeah, you throw a pick or something with 5 seconds left. You don't want to do that. That would be Hail Mary time for the Titans. So a 9-point lead for the Panthers here with 8 seconds left, and you see Jackson going back in the shotgun, but I'd be surprised if he didn't take a knee here. Nope, he's going to throw it. Oh, that's so dangerous. And
boy, is that ever dangerous?
2 seconds.
That's picked off. That's 6 points.
That's your dream if you're a defensive back for the Titans, you know?
That's unbelievable.
And it went over one of the defenders.
There's still 1.6 seconds left because they have to stop the clock to move the chains.
Yeah, he had to throw it over the head of a defender, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, that gets batted down into somebody's hands.
And that'll do it.
Okay.
He got out to the 43-yard line.
Here's what you don't call with 8 seconds left and a
Boy,
9-point
because
lead.
you get somebody who reaches up and gets that ball, see you later.
Or times the hit,
They can
too.
high step it all the way to the end zone.
Oh, man. Yeah, but anyway.
Well, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that North locker room.
Oh, there's going to be some kind of halftime speech.
Oh, boy. Yep.
In the Battle of the Bridge.
No doubt about it.
Look out below. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. We're going to halftime here with some musical entertainment on the way. And what do we have here? A gathering of some team photo, I think it was, from up top. So we are going to throw it to halftime here on Nashua ETV.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
COVID-19 has been a really long and difficult fight.
So when we start talking about COVID, I completely get it. It's frustrating.
We've all been impacted one way or another.
The fight against COVID is also changing really quickly.
And it's sometimes really hard to keep up.
So here are a few things we know.
We are not fighting the same virus from 2020.
Right now, new variants are a lot more contagious and need to be taken seriously.
Getting vaccinated and staying boosted is the best way to keep you protected from COVID-19 and help you stay out of the hospital.
Even if you got COVID before, it's important that you go get your COVID booster.
COVID vaccines are safe,
Much safer than getting COVID-19.
We all want this to end sooner than later.
so go ahead and do things.
Go out and live your life, but get vaccinated. Stay boosted.
We can all do our part.
And get back to living. You can go to getvaccineanswers.org for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field is the Nashua High School South Purple Panther Marching Band and Color Guard. The Purple Panthers are under the direction of drum majors Lauren Cooper, Tara Carrot, and Wiley Hart. Percussion instructor is Vance White, and the band director and drill designer for the Nashua South Band is Tony Coronas. The Nashua South Purple Panthers show theme is Help Us Shape the World. They will be performing Come Together by the Beatles, Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, and Confident by Demi Lovato. Please give a warm welcome to the Nashua South Marching Band. gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Nashua South Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field is the Nashua High School North Titans Marching Band under the direction of Kristen Olson. The assistant band director is Elizabeth Nault. Visual design is by Carrie Swift. The drill instructors are Kevin Swift and Elizabeth Nault, and the drumline instructor is Liam Quinn. On the field, the Titans are directed by drum majors Eric McGinnis and Molly Sullivan. The Nashua North Marching Band presents its 2023 show, Time of the Titans. It includes 25 or 64, Time Warp, Good Riddance, and Times Like These. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nashua North Marching Band. gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Nashua North Marching Band.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches? Ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here at Stellos Stadium in Nashua. We have a 15-6 ball game, a 9-point difference to begin the second half. South will be taking the kickoff. It has been a terrific night for the Panthers and their fans to this point. John Collins along with Tom King. What do you think of the Titans' comeback chances, Tom?
I think in this game, anything's possible, especially when you're playing a young team, but also the young team plays the way it did in the second quarter, it won't happen. So, I mean, it won't happen, there won't be a comeback, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, North's got to change some things. They've got to make some adjustments. They've got to figure out what South did to get a little bit of a running game going, but I'll tell you what, North is still outgaining them 142-118. Levine is leading them in rushing right now. He's 10 for 39 with a touchdown. The other numbers aren't pretty for either side. They really aren't. But Canaway 13 for 20 for 93 yards, but 3 picks. But he has a touchdown. So North is only rushed for 49 yards. A lot of that is due to the fact they lost a bunch on the bad snap off the punt. That's 20 yards right there.
All right.
South isn't exactly tearing it up on the ground. They're 59 rushing and 59 passing. So, and a lot of that rushing yardage came on their last 2 series.
They've gotten the most out of their yards on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering about what Canaway's done on the ground, he's 5 carries for 36.
Love to know what the penalty numbers are.
That's the one thing
yards.
I didn't go over.
Yeah.
The penalty yards, I would imagine for Nashua North, they've got to be somewhere in the range of about
north of
50 to 75
yards.
yards.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
And that's been the big killer for them.
Yeah.
Credit to Canaway for coming up with some points before the half end. It could have been worse. Could be 15-0. That was a nice stretch he had there.
It's a long drive. I mean, that was a
long drive.
14-play, 65-yard drive.
So it's encouraging for them. But how about that 2-point conversion
that
we
was a
saw?
big play.
Yeah, that was kind of an unusual
huge.
look. No,
it was. They had a whole spread out, formation. They do that. South gets imaginative offensively. No, that's Cody Jackson, their offensive coordinator. Not Cody Jackson, but Dave Jackson, Cody's father, their offensive coordinator. They came from Merrimack. We got 2 transfers playing, starting at quarterback.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep. This is almost like the transfer portal in college.
Transfer portal in college.
Because
yeah.
I'll tell you what, that works in college. You can turn a losing program into an instant winner, no matter what the sport. The Riviera women's soccer team has used transfers and 5th-year or 6th-year eligibles that they brought in with their 15 returnees to go turn a team that went 0-15-1 to start the year at 6-1.
Very short kick, and it could go out of bounds. It was live.
That was a live ball,
wow,
right?
Titans almost got to it first.
Live ball. South just kind of stood.
Yeah.
And that's a big play.
Yeah, at least as a South defender, you got to go over and block one of the Titans from getting to the ball. But it did go out of bounds, fortunately for South. That could have been a huge recovery by the Titans. That could have been sort of an elongated onside kick. After the penalty, They'll mark it at the 35,
Now, it's
first
good,
and 10.
good
for the
field
Panthers.
position for the Panthers.
Yep, to begin the second half, trying to add.
And don't forget, South was down inside the 10-yard line early in the game, John, and didn't come away with anything, after the bad snap by North. That's another big mistake by North, the bad snap on the punt.
Titans are in the backfield. Tackle made by Rosario and by Darius Smith. Said his name all night long on defense. Number 51 for the Titans has been excellent.
It looked like, I couldn't tell if it was Emmons or that was Levine on the carry, I believe.
And it went nowhere. Second and 10. Cody Jackson, the sophomore quarterback, is going to keep it. He has a big seam.
Look
Jackson,
at this.
It's a foot
Wow.
race. Trying to track him down as he tackles him. Number 41 on the tackle was Adrian Lazo as he saved a touchdown.
Touchdown saving tackle, but what a run by Cody Jackson up the seam. For all the mistakes North is making on, with their turnovers, something's going on defensively with them, right? Because that didn't happen until that next to last series that they had.
No, they were not porous. There were no openings in the middle of the line
That's
like
a
that in the
40-yard
first
gain
half.
by Jackson.
Just had a huge seam to run through. Levine
And
spins
another
away
one,
from the
another
tackler,
one.
still on his feet. He's got a first down.
Right up the middle. So that's where a problem is automatically starting to happen, is up the middle.
While South coming out of the
And maybe that
halftime.
problem's called by what South's doing up front with their offensive line. That's a pretty good job by them. They're down to the 13-yard line so quickly.
Panthers trying to put the Titans in an even bigger hole. Up by 9, looking to add to it. Emmons with the carry. He's inside. No, excuse me, that's...
I think it was Evans.
It was Emmons, yep. So 2nd and 7. Evans kind of limping as he comes over here near side to set up in the slot as a receiver. Let's see if he goes to the air here on 2nd and 7. And he keeps it up the middle inside the 5 and down to about the 2 is Cody Jackson.
The
leading.
middle.
The middle again.
The middle again, right? That's where evidently a weakness is that
Did
they
the
must have
Titans
seen.
lose somebody?
Don't know.
I don't know.
But it's 1st and goal at the 2.
I feel like they lost a lineman maybe. At the 2-yard line, goal to goal. Panthers trying to put an exclamation point on this opening drive of the second half.
And a commanding lead in a game like this, right?
Yep, they'll be up over the 20 mark if they score here. And there is a hit in the backfield and down. Terrific play, blowing it up. Numbers 16 and 50 and 9 on the tackle for North. Just got in there. John Barry Jr.,
Don't know who
Gavin
carried.
Atkinson, and Jack Krulikowski blew up that play in the backfield. So ball at the 5 now. Still goal to go. Looking to his right. Picked off! Down the sideline. It's a foot race. Could he go 100 yards for the return?
He will.
Yes. The 40. The 20. A pick 6, the length of the field. What a turn of events.
And who is it? Is it Peters?
It is Peters, Luke Peters.
Again.
What a tremendous play to put the
Again.
team on his back. 15 to
Unbelievable.
12. An ill-advised pass to the right side to the flat by Cody Jackson. And Peters jumped the route, and he was on his horse for 100 yards.
Oh my, the mistakes in this game.
Wow. Here it is again, Tom.
Let's see it again. There's the pass in the
just
flat,
all
and
the
he just
way.
goes right in there. The length of the field, about what, 104 yards maybe?
I think he was right on the goal line when he picked it
All
off.
right.
Maybe a yard.
So Luke
101.
Peters is at it again.
You could probably say 101 on that. He was a step inside the goal line.
And the PAT is good.
Wow. 2-point game.
Wow. Well, you just don't know what you're going to see here, do you?
And they were running it up the middle with success, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I know exactly why, right?
They went away from it. They could have got spooked by that running play that got stuffed earlier in the backfield. And they went to the pass. And Peters, I don't think he ever saw him. He was just standing in his zone, and Jackson threw the ball right to him.
John, he's 5'6".
Hiding in plain sight.
5'6". And he has made play after play after play in these last 2 weeks. Now, he fumbled the ball earlier, but nobody remembers any of that because everybody was giving the ball back and forth.
You talked about last week the interception he made in the end zone, right?
Yep.
The long kickoff return and the, what was the other one? The pass reception?
Yep.
So he kind of mixed all three right there. It was like a kickoff return. It was a pick six.
Yep.
It was in the end zone. It was the length of the field. A game-changing play by Luke Peters. So as much as Emmons is the playmaker for South, Luke Peters making his presence known here in the second half as the Titans will kick it away. This one is more traditional line drive, fielded on the fly by Levine up the middle, bangs off a tackler, and he has it to about the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. We'll try it again to go the length of the field here. Now only up by 2. Difference in the game, that fancy 2-point conversion that the Panthers had early on, or in the second quarter.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, you just don't know in this game, right?
No. And Luke Peters, two-way player, right back out there, of course. Good look at Cody Jackson.
He's got to be exhausted. That's a long run.
Yeah, I know, huh?
You know?
Playing every down. There he is, number 6. Doesn't even look like he's breathing hard, truthfully.
Emmons with the ball carry and no gain on that play, so 2nd and 10.
Daniel Morales.
No, they do give him a yard. They do give him a yard, yep.
Number 77 up front on nose tackle for the Titans. So here we go, 2nd and 9. Looking to the sideline, taking their time on the play call here are the Panthers. Chomping at the bit are the pass rushers for the Titans. Jackson, shotgun snap, he's back, he throws. As he's hit, it's complete. Dropped into the hands of Mason Joshi, who got a 2-point conversion earlier, and he has it to midfield.
Great
Big gainer.
play as he gets rid of it just as he's hit.
21-yard pass play moves the chains for the Panthers. Good play call and execution, and absorbing the hit as he threw it. Still was accurate. Cody Jackson. Ball in the near hash. Officials trying to, almost looked like the challenge flag was thrown over here. It was just something just got loose from one of the coaches. Keeping it up the middle is Jackson. He has a gain of about 4 before he's driven back. Forward progress should make that 2nd and 6. All at the 45-yard line. Gain of 4. Jackson mixing it up, runs and passes. He'll hand this one off. Up the middle it goes to Levine, I believe, as he gets helped up. It is Levine with the carry. Very short gain on the play. It sets up 3rd and 4. Jackson hands it off. Up the middle, 1st down, and a little bit more. Gang tackle made, but not till well after the marker. And once again, it is number 9, Levine on the carry. Moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the Titans 35. Panthers trying to rebound from that deflating 100-yard-plus interception return for touchdown. Pick 6 by Luke Peters. Rolling to his right, option play, pitches. Levine, flag behind the quarterback.
Be interesting to see what that call is. Is it a hold?
It's by the lead ref. He doesn't have to consult with anybody because he made the call.
Right.
And he would think in that position that it is, as Tom said, a hold against the offense. And that's a big call.
It sure is.
Titans were making all the mistakes in the first half and getting all the penalties on key plays. Now the Panthers return the favor, and it'll make it a much tougher conversion here for their next first down. Going to move them back 10 yards.
You see things are kind of opening up in this game, though, right?
Yeah.
They're all, the nerves were around.
The defenses were dominating there for a
while.
while.
For a while, you wondered if it was going to be a 7-0.
Exactly. Yeah,
7-0
one-score
final.
game. So ball moved back to the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 19 for the Panthers.
Still in North territory, so good. Still good field position.
Yeah, they did lose Josh Tripp for the game.
Yeah, they did, because he has not been back.
Mason Joshi's been doing a good job picking up the slack, though.
Exactly.
Bottom of your screen, number 18.
Yep, because I don't think we would have seen much of Mason if it wasn't for Tripp's injury.
Right.
Tripp was their leading receiver last year as a freshman. Oh my, that was almost another one.
Yeah,
oh.
And that goes nowhere.
Wow, that was close.
Dangerous pass.
Very close.
On the cusp of 2 pick sixes in the third quarter. Turns into a loss on the play of about 3.
That was Atkinson, Gavin Atkinson, who almost got in the backfield and intercepted it.
Far hash mark, Cody Jackson trying not to get picked off here on 2nd and I call it
21.
22, yep.
21-22 from the 47.
Looking to the sideline.
5:32 left to play here.
He went to Joshi in this situation before. He's got one-on-one down here at the bottom. He's looking to his right, though, the whole time, and he's going to be hit as he throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, now, what do they call there? All right, they called grounding earlier. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the pocket or not at the high school level, because I was right down with Dante Lorende, and he said doesn't matter because South got called for it earlier. So let's see.
Did he threw it over receiver's head, maybe?
He threw it out of bounds. I didn't see a receiver there, did you?
I think there might have been a receiver there.
So that, if there was, then good for him, because that way they don't have to worry about the grounding. But now they have to worry about a 3rd and 22.
I think Emmons was in the area.
3rd and 22 from the 47-yard line with 5:20 to play here, third quarter, in a 2-point game.
As the stands rumble with the stomping of the Titans fans' feet.
No 47-0 this year, John Collins.
Long way to go for the Panthers here on 3rd and 4th down. Heavy pressure, throws it in the middle, picked at the 45. Still on his feet is Jonathan Torres. Huge pressure put on the quarterback by Darius Smith. The difference in that play. And Jackson with a dangerous throw paid the price with the pickoff.
It was a screen. They were setting up a screen. Torres read it. Here it is. Here's the penetration. So you set up the screen, but he threw it high.
Oh, yeah.
He threw it high, and you know why he did? Because there was a crowd of players in front. There was not a well-organized screen. You needed 3 guys in front for the quarterback, Jackson, to have a sense of where he could throw the ball, and now the Titans take over at midfield.
I want to tell you something, folks. The guy that put the pressure on the quarterback right there, who looked like Lawrence Taylor on that play.
Smith. Well, Darius Smith, I did a story on him. He is a very good defensive player.
He's a freshman.
No, Smith?
It says here.
Darius?
Well, Darius Smith, it says here.
No, he's not a freshman.
It's wrong?
He's a junior, John.
Oh, man, that's wrong.
Darius Smith is a junior.
It says grade 9 on here.
Well, it's the old number. Whoever had 51 earlier.
They didn't change the number.
Right.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's like, if he's that good now, I was thinking.
Whoever had 51 earlier.
Ah, that's what it is. So they changed the number of the name, but not the grade.
But not the grade.
Okay. Sorry about that, Darius. You're still an awesome junior.
He's a great shot putter and everything else.
4 more years of that?
I did a feature story on him.
Oh,
2 weeks
yeah,
ago.
you know. But yeah, the quarterback just had nowhere to go when he came at him. And Canaway's got the first down and more as he wrestles his way forward inside the 40. The Titans could take the lead here, Tom, on this drive. Things have flipped on the Panthers here in the third quarter, and they were oh so close to going up by 15 points.
Young teams, John. Young teams
Yeah.
with first-year starters, and they're all making mistakes in a game that is big for them. This is their Super Bowl, right?
Right. Straight drop after the fake handoff. Deep down the middle, he's got a man. Lazo batted away.
Now the defense
In
was
coverage.
converging. The
Calvin
defense
Levesque.
on Lazo was converging.
Yep.
And you needed a perfect pass. It was still doable.
More of a line drive, maybe more
I
velocity.
don't know. I just think you needed to basically get the ball beyond the defenders.
Yeah, or throw it earlier. You can throw it that speed, but get it there earlier. Because he did have a step, but then Colvin Levesque closed it as the ball arced toward the players.
He had a step.
Just a step.
He had the step.
Yep.
You had to drop it in there.
Second and 10, handoff. Torres wrapped up in the backfield and dropped.
Yeah, well, see, that's the problem now Nashua North is having with its offense. They are not getting runs other than Canaway.
Caden Doubleday with another fine defensive play for the Panthers. Number 62, called his name a lot tonight.
Loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11 from the 39.
Titans looked like they were going to down and drive and take the lead here, but they've got to come up with something big here. And he gets a hand on it, and he's sacked. Three Titans get in there, at least two. 62 Doubleday, 18 is Mason Joshi.
He got sacked, but the one thing that Canaway did.
Held on to the ball?
Yes, he did not. He was tempted to try to throw it, and he tucked it back in.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a smart play on his part, but a great penetration by Nashua South. They are
forcing the punt.
Defensively, I think Scott Nice been pretty happy with how his team has played this season overall.
So Canaway keeps his grip on the football, gives his team a chance to punt here and put the Panthers back toward their own end zone.
Oh,
the punt is a short one.
And that's Smith with a kick. He's usually
he gets
better.
a nice bounce though.
Oh boy, look at that bounce.
Inside the 20.
Smith is usually better than that.
Yeah,
I think he was trying to pooch it inside the 10 and he
right.
just kind of
He wanted to cough and corner it just for you, Tom, but he shanked it a little bit. Got the nice bounce though, so it's not a disaster of a punt. Almost like a touchback punt.
Right.
1st and 10 for the Panthers, so ball security paramount for them as they drive down the field, you would think, trying to protect this 2-point lead at the moment. A lot of football left to be played, 2:24 in the third remaining. 3 receivers split right, trips right for Cody Jackson, who's going to hand it off up the middle and falling forward for a handful of yards. Number 9,
Levine. It's
Sam
not
Levine.
Right now, it looks like they've narrowed it down to Levine and Emmons. That's going to be their running game, right?
Right. Going to Joshi in the air. Joshi is split near left, one-on-one.
He's a good size receiver. He's
Yeah,
got some
he
height.
is. He's a good target.
Yeah, definitely, no
See
doubt
if they
about
want
it.
to fly him down the sideline. We haven't
Yep.
seen anybody try to go deep sideline in this game very much with the passes. Maybe one into the end zone there.
Now let's see what Jackson looks for.
He hands it off. No, he keeps it.
Keeps it.
And not much. That was 2nd down and 7. It's probably going to be 3rd and 7. No gain. Lazo is the cover man on Joshi near sideline here at the bottom of your screen. Maybe keep an eye on those guys. Emmons is in the slot. And again, the Titans fans rumbling the stands here at Stellos on 3rd down and long.
This could be quite a finish to this game. You know that? I had that feeling.
And pressure, and
Smith.
taking him down, Darius Smith. What closing speed that young man has.
Yeah, if that was a freshman, John, we'd have really something.
We'd have national headlines.
No kidding.
But, you know, I'm saying I don't want to sell him short, though.
He's their Toby Brown Jr. this year. That's what he is. All right, and in fact, he followed in Brown's footsteps, learned from Brown. Also, they competed as teammates in the shot put and throwing events.
Yeah.
And he learned there, too, because he likes track as well.
Oh, you know what? The quickness.
He's got it. And I think, and I'll tell you right now, North has lost something by not having him out there as a running back. This is going to be
I hear you. I mean,
that's a tough catch.
Yeah.
John Barry Jr. I think John Barry Jr. should be getting the ball a little bit more, I think. I would. He's a heady type player.
Yeah.
And
well, fortunately for him, he was able to secure that because this is great field
position. They've kind of taken him
position.
out of the offense a little bit. I think he was one of those players that could do some things for them. We'll see. 40-yard line, 1:50 to play in the third quarter. This was the fourth quarter. Boy, would we have something going on.
It feels like it's going to be a nail-biter anyway, but we do have a lot of football left, over 12 minutes.
15 seconds left.
And a good play again, blowing it up in the backfield. The Panthers defenders, and it is Gonzalez. Number 44, Bruno.
He's had a good game.
Let's talk about Bruno. This is a movie, I think.
Yeah, it is. He has had a good. He has had a fabulous game.
Yes.
North has not been able to run from scrimmage. You notice that?
No, I noticed that.
Unless it's Jackson.
Yeah.
They have not. Unless it's the quarterback, they have not been able to run from from the line of scrimmage.
I was just thinking for a second. You know, of course, Tom's been around long enough before the split of the Nashua North and South high schools. And I was thinking, man, you can imagine putting Darius Smith and Bruno Gonzalez side by side as
Oh, it'd be a great team.
Oh, man.
There'd be a lot of competition for spots.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it would be. It wouldn't be such a problem with the rosters in football. But that's what has made. I mean, it's a violent game and it's a brutal game in many ways, but I think most people would agree that it's surpassed baseball as America's lead spectator sport. I don't know, that's my feel of it. I don't have any numbers to back that up, but NFL is quite the spectacle every weekend, and of course all the sports gambling that goes on.
Well, that's just it.
It heightens the interest.
It's a national pastime with gambling. Boy, they're starting this quarter fast, aren't they?
Oh, right to it.
Here we
go. No messing around.
No messing around at all.
And keeping it, being pursued, tackle from behind. Great play by Mason Joshi with the tackle as he tracked down Canaway from behind.
He's had an impact in this game.
Yeah, good athlete, Mason Joshi.
Third and 10. Third and 10 from the 40. But they've down to the 38. They've been down to the 40, but they haven't been able to get any closer.
Yeah, the Panthers trying to come up with another huge stop here and take the ball away. Canaway straight drop. Pressure from the front side. Ripped to the ground by number 50. Ball's loose. And Darius Smith picked it up.
Smith picked
Turned
it up.
into a running back.
He got about 3 or 4 yards.
So he was an offensive lineman that picked it up?
Yep.
And he looked like a running back that he is.
Well, he's been a running back.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, but that was new for him this year.
Wow.
They just switched him back to the line. So the fumble, and Smith gets 5 yards. It's now 4th and 5 at the 35.
So number 50 for South is Kevin Ndebuisi.
Oh, Smith picked it up.
Yep, 50 is the one that caused the fumble.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Now a chance here after that return of the fumble by Smith. It's 4th and more manageable 5.
And 5 at the 35, but it's 4th down.
A big play.
He's going to have to put it in the air. They're going to have to protect.
Looking to do that. He fires it incomplete ahead of Lazo. Had no chance to get to it. He's talking to the umpire about something. I don't know. He thought he was held.
Yeah, he thought he was held up.
But incomplete.
Because on that play, it looked like Canaway, or not Canaway, yeah, it looked like Canaway was throwing to a spot and not a receiver. They expected the receiver to be there, and he wasn't. So, the turnover, the sack, turnover, none of it, nothing hurts. The sack does not hurt.
And the shotgun snap and tackled for a loss on the play of about 4 yards. Number 55 for the Titans get in there and blew it up. Tyler Madera, defensive lineman. Great penetration and tackle. Call it a loss of 3, 2nd and 13. So the Panthers may be forced to go to the air right away. Fakes the handoff, spins under pressure. Smith trying to get to him. Actually, Doubleday ends.
They want grounding on that. One of the players is called.
Krulikowski and Smith were in the backfield. Yeah, they're going to do that? No?
No, they're not.
They saw a receiver in the area.
Receiver in the area.
3rd down and long. 3rd and 13 upcoming. It's just been a jailbreak, pass rush, run block, run stop.
It's going to be. It's going to be in the air. I mean, they're going to have to try to see what they can do air-wise.
Oh, they're going to almost look like he was going to do a halfback pass,
but
no.
Didn't it? I think he was probably looking at it, right? He probably had that option. Evans is a good athlete.
Gets thrown out of bounds. Some of the Panther
coaches
want a late hit.
Panther coaches want a late hit. There's no fans on this side. They're all on the other side. The coaches are in the box.
Yeah, coaches wanted a late hit.
They're the ones who wanted it. 36-yard line. 4th down.
Yeah, 4th down, and they're going to punt, as you would expect, trying to protect this 2-point lead. Gets it away, low, tumbler, great bounce, and fielded like a shortstop in the hole on the fly by John Barry Jr. Returns it. He's to the 40. He has one man to beat down there, and he gets tackled. But what a great
they called
play!
Him out of bounds. Where did they call him out of bounds? That's why he stopped. So he's probably down back to almost the original line. No, I think it's going to be further back.
How about that play by John Barry Jr.?
Grabbed it at the 27, one-handed off a bounce, like a shortstop, and he runs it all the way to the 43.
That would have been, that was about a 60-yard, 50-yard difference.
30-yard return.
30-yard return. That ball could have bounced another 15 yards the way it was going.
Yep.
He would have probably had to get away from it.
1st and 10 at the 43.
And cutting it up is Peters. Peters trying to get to the sideline. One man a beat. Pushed out of bounds inside the 20. Ball was on the 44, and it is spotted at the 18.
Wow. Wow.
So a 26-yard gain for Luke Peters. And the Titans again with a chance to retake or take their first lead of the game, I should say.
Whistles are blowing. Let's see what we got here. Timeout.
Officials
timeout.
What's that about?
Don't know.
Officials timeout on the field.
TV timeout?
Yeah, I wish.
we are the TV.
In the 3rd quarter, it is Timberlane 21, South Egan 20.
So we have a player down on the field. That looks like number 8 for the Panthers.
I was wondering why the timeout. That's Evans, and that's a big loss if he's hurt. But it looks like a cramp. He's walking off on his own
he
power.
looks a lot better than Joshua Tripp did earlier.
I was just surprised. They took Tripp to the other side. I think they brought him inside.
You pointed that out, right to the opposite side where the doctors were.
Yeah, they brought him inside. I believe they brought him either on the table or inside.
Yeah.
I didn't stay to watch. 1st and 10 at the 18 of Nashua South for the Titans, knocking on the door a little bit. 10:05 left to play. It's a 2-point game. North has never led in this game. They were down 15-0.
Do they get it to Peters again? He's in the slot there at the top right corner of your screen. The shotgun snap to
Rosario.
Rosario
He's
is
down to the 13. Not a bad run.
Up the left sideline. Gets a nice chunk on first down.
About 5 yards. Down to the 13-yard line. And I still think Nashua South's got a lot left in him in this game.
They call it 2nd and 4. Needing to get to about the 8-yard line.
This is unbelievable.
Ball's on the 11.
Fabulous game and a lot of mistakes. Coaches won't be happy, but
yeah,
fans will be.
Quick hitter, incomplete. Looking for Peters in the slot.
And you know what, John? If he caught that,
he's in.
I'd like to see it again to see where everybody was. But
I think he had one man to beat. He could have.
I think so. I think it was only one man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needed to put it on him.
You know what? I try it again. I run the same play.
It's the same setup.
Same play.
Yeah. Look at, there's nobody up on him.
Nobody there.
Nobody.
Nobody there.
You got one-on-one on the far side.
Run the same play, but be careful. Don't. Canaway's going to run it. And he's going to have a first down.
And he gets inside the 5.
He's got a first down.
Goal to go for the Titans.
That's
good play call.
That's a good play call. Maybe South was worried about Peters and kind of left that middle open.
And they gave him a couple things to worry about. Peters and the fake handoff to the running back coming by. So Canaway setting up. Plenty of time left in this game. The Titans threatening to go out in the lead. Canaway holds it. He's in the end zone, untouched. And it is a 19-15 Titans lead. The first of the game coming here in the 4th quarter.
The Red Sea parted.
Yes.
For John Canaway on that play. And again, as we said, other than that carry by Rosario on the first down for 5 yards, they hadn't had a running back too much.
Right.
But that time, Canaway was able to get right through the middle.
You can probably ask this of the coach, Scott Knight, after the game time, but I feel like that South might have lost a lineman at some point in the defensive line. It seemed to become more porous here in the second half.
They're going for 2.
And it's a completion. That was Peters. 2 points. He got open, just sat down against the sideline and caught the pass. Kind of an easy throw and catch. John Canaway to Luke Peters, and it is a 6-point lead for the Titans. 21-15, 21 points unanswered.
They go for 2 to get rid of the field goal difference, right? Would have been 18-15.
Yeah.
It would have been, well, no, wait a minute. It would have been 19-15, right?
19-15, yeah.
Yeah, that's a curious call.
Right, I guess it doesn't matter either way when you're up by 4 already.
Well,
whether it's 5 or 6, at least 6 gives you some kind of a help. Because if you miss the extra point, you know.
Well, you're up 19-15.
It's tie game.
Well, you're gonna have, you're gonna force the PAT to be the big play for South if they score.
Exactly, yeah. And in high school, that matters.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Extra points, lower percentage even than the NFL or college. So the Titans will tee it up, and they will be protecting a lead this time.
9-17 left to play.
A back and forth battle of the bridge here in 2023 here on Nashua ETV Sports. Watch this kickoff. How they do it. Well, they tried this kind of a semi-onside kick.
Deep.
Remember that semi-onside kick?
They're going to go deep.
The Panthers didn't really come up. Yeah, they did go deep.
Well, they've got to make sure,
it's at the 5.
Let's see what South does. Dangerous.
Oh,
there's a seam.
Kochenek hit hard at the 36. Did he lose it? No.
No. There was a seam, and there were 2 defenders waiting there, but they had to hold their ground so they didn't get blocked. And that gets it out to the 37-yard line. So good field position for
Somebody
Nashua
fumbled
South.
their mouthpiece, Bill? That was the mouthpiece that somebody thought was a fumble.
Well, you also, the referee sometimes will throw the beanbag.
Yes, yeah, which he didn't do, but pretty good return from the 5 to the 35, 36, 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
That was a nice scene.
Yeah, Colin Kochenek, number 2 for the Panthers on the return. Took a sandwich hit, but held on to the ball.
Well, we'll see now what happens here.
And Cody Jackson's handoff to the ball carrier, diving forward for maybe a yard. That was number 8, Emmons. Nothing much was there on the first down carry. 2nd and 9. This is where it gets tough for the quarterback of South with these pass rushers that the Titans have, led by, keep an eye on number 51, Darius Smith. Handoff is to no one, a keeper by Jackson. He got maybe 2. Ball's at the 39-yard line. They need to get to the 47. 2nd and a long 7. 3rd down and 7. And looking to pass rush, intercepted.
Yep.
It's going to be a pick 6 down the sideline, and Torres is in.
Wow, jeez.
Jonathan Torres with the pick 6, the second one of the game here in the second half for the Titans, and they lead it 27-15 with the extra point to follow.
Wow. When he started to move and fake and then turn, I said, uh-oh, he better know where he's going to throw it.
And he didn't really have an open receiver over there.
No, because you know why, John?
Torres read it perfectly.
Yeah, you know what happens when a quarterback does that? He doesn't have time to lock in on the receiver, right? He doesn't see him right away. So
here comes the extra point. They're going to kick it. Whistles.
33-yard interception return.
I don't know what the whistle's for.
Don't know either. Oh, we got a game on the Pinkerton Londonderry.
That's a close one. Is that final? Oh, 24-20. Pinkerton beats Londonderry.
That's a final.
In the rivalry battle. Yeah.
And that was 13-3 Londonderry at one point in this game.
Wow.
In that game. So it's the
Astros
same thing
came
going
back.
on here. You know.
Rivalry weekend. Oh, we got a player down, Tom. I didn't notice that off to the side of the field.
Down in the corner.
A Panthers player, actually.
Oh, it's a Panther. That's right. I'm sorry. He's up, I think, right? Yep. No, he's still down. Still down.
Pursuing the
he's out of bounds.
Interceptor there.
He's way out of bounds.
He is.
So, see what happens there and who it is.
Trying to help him to his
feet.
Yep,
he's up.
Ooh.
And, painful. Wow, very painful.
Yeah.
And he's going to need 2 people to help him off the field. Don't know who that is.
Feel for him. Trying to hustle. And the Titans player
is going to come over and try to help, which is a great job by them.
I think I see number 6 on his jersey. No, is it 5?
I wouldn't try to guess. No. You know, I can't tell till he sits down maybe and turns around.
Yeah.
Anyway, the extra point
it's his
attempt.
Left leg. There it is, and it's up, and it is good.
Good.
28-15.
Yep.
So a 28-15 lead, and things went wrong for the Panthers in a big way here in the second half. Not only losing the lead.
Canaway with a touchdown run and 2 interceptions.
It's number 6. Or is it 5? 6. 6, yeah. Diego Cabrera.
Cabrera, who's a good player for that. Very good player in the secondary.
Yeah.
That's a tough loss.
Very much.
Yep, it doesn't look like a cramp.
No. So just a tough play for the Panthers to give up that second pick six and also put themselves in a bigger hole here with 8 minutes to go. Not impossible, but
nothing's impossible in this game.
But that 15 was what they got in the first half, and the Titans have seemed to find
the mistakes.
a way to
those are gone.
Thwart them on
and now
offense.
it's almost like they switched uniforms, isn't it?
It is.
You know, it's unfortunate for Nashua South because they were in great shape, up 15-0. That long drive at the end of the first half kind of gave North a little bit of life.
Yes.
A lot of life, actually.
Darius Smith with the kickoff here for the Titans from his own 40. Launches it. Line drive near hash mark. Fielded on the fly by Levine. Levine cuts it to the left, tries to find a seam in the middle, still on his feet to about the 40 and down around the 44-yard line.
Well, I got a prediction to make. The next kickoff, if there is another next kickoff for Nashua North, is going to be a squibber.
Yeah.
They will not kick it.
They don't want to give up that
They
anymore.
will not kick it deep because they obviously have a little bit of a problem now with their kickoff coverage.
Good field position for the Panthers. 7:48 to go in the ball game. They led it 1.15 to nothing. Now they find themselves down 28-15. 28 unanswered points by the Titans. Rolling right, looking to pass. Drops it towards Levine. Late hit on the quarterback.
Almost again, and personal
Rosario gets flagged.
Personal foul.
And that's a big break for the Panthers. As getting rid of it was Cody Jackson, and taking that extra step in the hit, Rosario.
Steve Hall, the referee, will make that play. I think it's his Steve
Yeah, it was
Hall.
right in front of him, too.
Yeah.
So
He didn't have to
couldn't
talk
miss
to,
it.
He didn't have to talk to anybody.
No. He threw it with emphasis. The flag. And the 15-yard penalty will put the ball where? They mark it off.
Should put it, it's from the spot of the foul.
Which was just about the line of scrimmage.
So it's going to put it around the 41-yard line.
Yep.
42-yard line. Yep.
It takes no time off the clock either. So that whole thing took 6 seconds to, that shows you how much those personal fouls hurt.
Yep.
And the first down. Levine in the backfield with his quarterback, Cody Jackson, sophomore, number 7. Handling all the touches at QB tonight for the Panthers. In motion, Emmons. Out in the flat, they'll hand it to Levine. Up the middle, dances his way through some defenders. A nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, nice pickup by Levine on first down, but you know what? The clock is not Nashua South's friend here.
No.
They can't keep churning yardage.
Right, they can't afford to take 4 minutes off the
No,
clock
they
to
can't
score
do
here.
that.
But the passing game hasn't been all that great, so they go back to the quarterback keeper and wrapped up by Darius Smith
There's an example
with a little
right there
help
of
from
what
his
you
friends.
said, John, yeah.
Darius Smith has just had his way sometimes when he goes for the quarterback. There doesn't seem to be anybody that blocks him.
Well, obviously, 4-down territory. Anytime that South's got the ball, they're going to do a quick out.
It's complete and being driven to the turf inside the 35. Needed to get to about the 30 for a first down, 31. So it'll set up a makeable 4th down here.
34-yard line. So that's a good gain for Nashua South. It is now going to be.
But now they need to convert. Down by 2 scores.
4th and about 2.
Yep. Key play here with only 6:19 remaining and needing the 2 scores. Pressure is on the Panthers to convert here on 4th and short. Handoff up the middle toward the right side, and it's going to be close.
I don't think so, John.
Going to be very close. They might have to measure this.
From this angle. No, that's true. It might be. I'm looking at the sticks.
At this angle, I kind of agree with you, Tom.
At this angle, it doesn't look it.
No.
Who carried on that?
Yeah, who carried? Was it Levine?
It had to be.
Yeah, I think it was. Yep. Just couldn't get the push, and it looks to be short.
They have to measure that in this
they
situation.
do.
It's down.
I'm going to say it's like short by half a football.
Well, it was 4th and 2 from the 34. You got to the 33 barely.
No, they just need more
I
of a
think
hole.
it is a short, but we'll see. Our angle is
we'll
weird.
See.
Let's see it. Yeah, it's short.
Oh, by at least a football.
Yeah, by a football. Yep.
Yeah, that's a big play. That might be a game decider, depending on what the Titans do with this ball here. South needs a turnover, Tom. They do to take this ball away.
In this
here.
game, you can get it.
You can.
They're
Now,
pretty
the Titans have had
pretty
two
easy to
pick
get.
sixes.
They're pretty easy to get.
Just keep your eyes open.
That's right. Exactly. They're pretty easy.
And the handoff is to Torres, trying to go end around. They've tried this on first down with success several times. Good first down gain for North. And a flag is down somewhere in the mix.
I thought somebody jumped on either side, but I'm not sure. It looked very quick. So it was a good run by Torres. We hadn't seen him run wide like that. He got about
holding
4
against
yards.
the Titans.
Yep, there you go.
So this is going to make it tougher to convert their next first down. They'll mark off 10 from the spot of the foul. Looks like it's at the 35.
And see, the thing is penalties are the last thing you want if you're North. Why? All right, great, the yardage difference and everything else, but it stops the clock.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Penalties are the trailing team's friend.
But you're up 2 scores. If you're North and if you're South, you want that football. You are going to be grabbing at that ball.
Oh, yeah.
You are going to be tugging at that ball. You are going to try to punch that ball.
Scoop and score would be ideal
you
right
are
here.
going to do anything you can to get that ball.
And so look out for Bruno Gonzalez to make a play here. You see him right there, the middle linebacker, with his eyes on the quarterback.
First and 18 at the 25.
And the handoff is to Rosario, going wide, pulled down by Bruno Gonzalez. Good tackle in the flat, one-on-one.
Boy, Rosario, you were thinking that he would have a burst on that play.
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen. Look, Gonzalez.
34 meet 44.
Gonzalez is playing a whale. Man.
He is. Great read. Stop that. Well short of the original first down marker, so they have to go 15 yards here. It is still second down, though. Will the Titans go to the air?
5:07, I doubt it. 5:07 left, no reason to do that.
Handoff, Rosario is tackled near the line of scrimmage. And
it's about a yard.
Number 50
maybe.
On the tackle, Kevin Ndubuisi.
Out to the 30.
Also has played a good game. Number 50 for the Panthers.
3rd and 13 at the 30. You do not throw the football if you're Nashua North. I think you keep running it. It's 4:35 to play. You can chew up another.
They got a passing formation right here.
You get it right underneath 4 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, passing
They're gonna
formation
risk
with
it.
the quarterback
Straight
running.
drop, Canaway with front side pressure.
There he goes.
Scrambling to his
Oh,
right.
he may get it. Let's
he
see.
has
He's
close to first down yardage. He's tackled at the 42. It's going to be a tempting decision here on
No,
fourth
it's
down.
no decision. You punt the ball.
He almost made it.
Almost.
Mad scrambled through the defense. Panthers managed to wrap him up just a yard short. Look how close that is. It's less than a yard short of the first down.
John Collins wants to go for it on fourth
I
down.
see them like lining up there. This is for the ball game, kind of. They want to win it right here.
And they're also letting the clock tick down.
Yeah, they are.
So they may let it tick down and then call time. That's what I think they're doing.
They're going to try to make him jump offside, maybe?
I
and
think
then
they're
punt
letting
it?
the clock tick down. They're going to call time and talk about it. And that's what they're doing right now.
And now they're going to come out and try to make him jump offside.
They just chewed up on that
30
one
seconds.
running play a minute off the clock.
Wow.
On
Yeah.
one play, on a
one
run,
play.
on a run, a minute off the clock.
Yeah. South needed a big stop
Look at this.
there.
This is is Chad Zabolis talking to Zach Harris, trying to figure out
What to do here in fourth down?
Harris is going maybe. I don't know. Zabolis is shaking his head. This is a great shot. Fabulous shot. Who's on? Is it Tim?
Frank's got
It's
it.
Frank.
Yeah.
Tim's not here.
Read
Right?
lips.
It's Frank.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do? Yep. Great shot, Frank. Fabulous, Frank Wallen. Fabulous shot.
All right. What?
They're calling a play. That's the offensive coordinator right there in Zach Harris. They're calling a play. You can see the enthusiasm he's got. You don't have that enthusiasm for a punt.
Well, let's see if they try to draw him offside first and then punt it. I don't know. Tom thinks they might have called a legitimate play here that will go for the first down.
The way they run, though, they're going to have to. I would run it wide. I wouldn't go in the heart of that line. They haven't been able to do it. It's a shotgun snap. There's nothing over center. They're going to run it.
And they're running it to the wide side, trying to come up and make the play. That a shoestring tackle to stop him, and the ball's going to turn over on downs. The gamble does not pay off, and Mason Joshi makes the play.
Yep.
Tremendous play by Joshi.
Didn't see who carried on that. Bill Thorpe, who carried on that?
Luke Peters couldn't get outside of Yoshi.
Wow.
Wow, that wrist, Tom, huh? 3:25 to go. South still in the game. They have the ball at the 40. They need a quick strike, touchdown, and then probably an onside kick.
That'll be
Easier
interesting.
said than done.
That'll be interesting.
Yep.
You could tell.
But you know what? If you're going to go
with
for it, don't you go right up the middle?
I don't think they. South was stacked up the middle. I would have gone wide too, but it just took a long time to develop.
It took a long time, and the good athletes there in the South defense.
You got your quarterback so far behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. And then running it is, who's got that ball?
I don't know, but I wouldn't run it now either.
Yeah. Emmons.
I mean.
Tackle made by John
because
Barry Jr.
If they score, they're going to do it onside.
I don't know, maybe they thought they could break one.
That was Levine, I think, wasn't it? Isn't that a 9?
Yeah, I think it was, Bill Thorpe, our spotter, said it was Emmons. And Emmons gets it again, and nothing. Stuffed up, and it's going to take a while to run the next play. That running play stopped. South's got to throw it now, and it's 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 5 at least.
Oh, they gave him a yard. That was a generous spot.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 make it.
3rd and 6 from the 36.
It's getting into that part of the game where South just needs to make every play or the game's going to be effectively over.
Yep.
Down by 2 scores. Down by 13 points. Keeping it up the middle.
He's got it, I think.
And he does have a first down. I'm just of the mindset that if you do get the ball back from an onside,
John,
you're gonna have to throw it.
We're almost you got to throw it now. We're almost
why
2
not
minutes.
throw it now?
It's 2:08 to play. You got to throw the ball.
Sure.
And that's what he's going to do. And Smith is coming after him.
Over the middle, and the receiver fell down.
And he was open.
Yep, and it would have been maybe
could have been
6 points.
Yep.
But the receiver, it was number 5, I believe, for the Panthers, Colvin Levesque.
Wow.
Deep slot, no.
Unbelievable. This is a tight game.
Yeah, so it is 2nd down.
Yeah.
2 minutes even left to go. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Holding it, carrying it, and
Jackson.
down after a gain of 4 or 5.
If I'm South, I call time.
Yeah.
I burn a timeout, but they're not going to.
Clock's rolling. 1:44 looking to the sideline for a play call.
That
Third
takes
and
time.
5.
That takes time. You know, in high school, they usually don't have those plays called ahead of time,
Yeah.
right? That's what you want. You want a succession number of plays so you don't have to huddle up.
Oh, counter play goes really nowhere and takes more time off
More
the clock.
time. It got yardage.
You got to
but
be
it just
thrown
took
in the
time.
end zone 4 times here.
Yeah.
You know, go schoolyard, go get open.
Yep.
You know. Anyway, it's timeout now. South calls it with 1:17 to go. The Titans came out of the locker room at halftime, trailing 15-6, and they did what they needed to do. And the biggest play of the game will remain Luke Peters' 101-yard interception return for touchdown, just when you thought that the Panthers were going to go up big on their opening possession of the second half.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, 4th and 3, John. If they do not get it, I will head down to the field. A lot to do after this one.
Yep, the Lecius Trophy about to be awarded. Looks like to the Titans, barring a miracle.
He took my trophy. He took my trophy.
He did? Hopefully somebody didn't reach in the window and take it.
I know, really. I didn't see Ed come over here and grab it, did you? He already went down.
He already went down?
All right.
The right guy's got the trophy
Yeah,
then?
the right guy's got the trophy, that's for sure.
His name's on it,
And
so I
thought
guess he
that
can
was
take
my
it.
trophy. Thought I was going to win it.
No, your name will be on it after for some other thing.
4th down. And whistles blow. Let's see what the call is.
Timeout, Titans before the snap.
Yep.
Talking strategy here in 4th
So
and 3.
a second ticked off. If I'm them, I want to put that second back on.
Yes.
Right? Because there shouldn't have been anything at the
That's
snap.
right.
So a second ticked off.
Yep. Can they put a few years back on my life while they're at it?
Yeah, we can have.
Yours too.
I think we just lost. I think we just gained a few years on this one.
Battle of the Bridge 2023. Certainly a lot better game than last year. As Tom mentioned, 47-0. And this one flipped on its head from 15-0 to 28-15. A tale of two halves.
Here we go.
4th and 3. And throwing, hit as he throws it. It's a jump ball. It is a incomplete pass.
No call. All right, John Collins, down I go. Fabulous football game.
Yes. Thank you, Tom King. Excellent work as always. 1:10 to go. The Titans basically can just take knees and roll this thing out and take the Lecius Trophy at the end of this Battle of the Bridge. It was 5-5 in all sports coming into this thing. This will give the Titans a 6-5 edge with 4 competitions left to play after this one in golf and cross country. And good luck to the competitors for both teams, the Nashua High South Panthers and the Nashua High North Titans. Hand off to Rosario. He is dragged by his shirt tail. Forward progress stops it at about the 20. Maybe a loss of 2, and Rosario got a flat. Got to get his shoe back on. Certainly don't need anybody getting hurt in this final minute of this game, which effectively is decided for the Titans. If the Panthers want to take a timeout. So next week, North's got Bedford. Big test there, so they got to go to Bulldog territory and play next week. Bedford coming into tonight 3-0 had outscored their opponents by a total of about 100-3. They gave up 3 points to BG in the opener, and that's all Bedford gave up so far this season going into the Goffstown game tonight. And Goffstown did open their season with a 33-20 victory over South. But Bedford was definitely the favorite going into that one tonight. We did find out that one score of the rivalry game between Pinkerton and Londonderry. Pinkerton came back to win it 24-20. And Rosario, stiff arm, tripped up at about the 25-yard line. Good tackle made there by the Panthers. And now 25 seconds left to go in the football game. So we'll say good luck to South next week. We'll take on Manchester Central right here at Stellos next Friday night. It'll be the Panthers versus the Little Green. 5 seconds to go as the clock ticks down. And it will be a 28-15 victory in the Battle of the Bridge. The Titans have cause to celebrate with their fans here at Stellos. Thanks to my partner, Tom King, our camera crew, Dylan Smith and Frank Wallen, Bruce Hilsmeyer on audio, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson. I'm John Collins. Thanking you for watching. Congratulations to the Titans, 28-15 victors over the Nashua High South Panthers. And good night from Stellos Stadium, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, I direct your attention to about the 43-yard line where Mr. Ed Lecius is going to be presenting the Ed Lecius Senior Memorial Trophy to this year's North-South winner, the Nashua North Titans. Congratulations, Nashua North.